Hey Solace, Agent Solo Matt Rice here. Another week of soloable crowdfunding games for the week of, I'm a day late today, bit of daddy daycare for yesterday, but and then today as well. But 10th of the 10th is when I'm doing this in Australia, and a whole bunch, probably not as big as last week in terms of the volume amount of games, but still a lot coming out this month and this week. The first one I'm going to start with my pick, personally, which is probably one that you might not have heard of, a bit lesser known, is Terra Eterna by William Tiong. Um, and this one looks like it says here Terra Eterna is a fantasy realm of magic kingdoms, monsters, and adventure. The objective of the game is to pick and choose bounties to tackle and venture out to clear the bounty. Um, so it looks like you're grabbing victory points in this game. I had a look at the solo video that they've released just before the crowdfunding campaign, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks from that solo video. It's just a quick one, but I would like to see more if possible. So we've got here, we've got $69 for the Valiant Seeker Adventure, Australian, 69 Australian dollars. So it's not too bad price, I think. 1 to 4 players. And you know I'm a sucker for exploration fantasy type games. It's promising some deck building as well. So let's see how we go here. Look through this campaign. This is what it looks like. This is the tiles out there. I believe you start the city and you walk around like bronze and silver and gold monsters keep popping out as you go around. And you roll dice to do some checks to see if you're defeating them or not. It does say semi-co-op here, which had scared me at first, whether solo was going to be doable, but it says 1 to 4, and they did a solo video. So solo is just a slightly changed version of the game, I imagine. I think you walk around with 2 heroes, and it's claiming that's quite a quick round game. And there's a couple of different modes. It's acrylic standees. There's some hero cards, assorted monster cards, class cards, bounties. Yeah, so it's kept smallish in a way from how I'm looking at that. That's about $69, which is I think that's a good price, Australian dollars. Well, that's confusing some people too. 69 Australian is a lot less than 69 US. There's a few little add-ons here. There's how to play, choose a hero, choose a bounty, explore the expanding world, and roll the dice against the enemy dice. So it looks like it's special pip dice. I think it goes from maybe 0 to 2. And you got cards that can alter your attack by re-rolling or adding +1 to things, stuff like that. And then when you claim it, you claim the loot and gives you extra. You can sell them off for other things. What gives you extra HP, stuff like that. And you just got to meet a certain amount of victory points. The rulebook, there's a couple of previews, shipping, quite specific shipping. Yeah. Here we go. Next one I've got for the week is Into the Dark Dungeon Silver Mine. It's claiming €22 for this one. It's a solo cooperative or competitive dungeon crawler tabletop game with randomly generated dungeons for 1 to 5 players. It is funded, 183 backers, Paramount Games. It says on Kickstarter, you get €22 for the base game, €40 if you want 2 copies. Yep, we said that. Complete your quest and fight to survive. Deliver your completed quest, acquire forgotten knowledge, sell your loot, and buy what you need for your next exploration. 1 to 4 players can play cooperative while an additional player can control the encounters that spawn in the dungeon. Okay. So it's not roll and riders. I think you get all the components. 163 cards, rulebook, 111 cubes. 111 cubes, dear God. I guess there must be use for them all. Must be all the enemies and things like that. There are 4 characters. Choose from each character 7 cubes. So as solo, do you have to play with all 4 characters? We'll find out perhaps. Black cubes are for the enemies. Okay, visit the questmaster, the merchant, and the mystic. Gates and halls of the dungeon. How to play. Whether you're playing solo. Okay, solo, cooperative, or competitive. Choose your mode for your session. You can opt for a single dungeon expansion or multiple runs. Select one of the 4 characters. So solo, imagine you can play as just 1 character. But imagine you can play multi-handed if you wish to. There's a solo character there. Attacking. Roll a die and add your attack tribute to determine your hit score. The goblin will lose 1 life. That's the traditional beat the armor class sort of style rolling. One die represents your attack, and the other represents the enemy's attack. It's not breaking any boundaries with that sort of combat. But perhaps it looks like there's a bit to this game, like for the price. True, it's not probably innovating too much, but it looks like a cheap dungeon crawler game if you're really into it. Some previews down here. It's got me curious. That's why it's my number 2 for the week. And there's some shipping down here. No AI, apparently. Cool. All right, next one. We got, whoops. This is not the campaign. This is the frequently asked questions. Let's go to the campaign. As you can tell, it's Plunderlust. Let's go to the campaign. Plunderlust. It is 212 bucks. It's funded. An expandable card game in the dying universe. Fight your way through derelict ships and stations with raided crews pondering for survival. Creature creation. It's a 9th created. So you get $12 for a single raid deck. Solo mode's $34. Okay. So what do you get? You get a Raider faction deck and a stitch-edged premium playmat. 2-player starter set, card-carrying member. So does that mean there's certain ones that can't be soloed? I don't know how that works. Because, for example, if you go all in, does that mean you can play solo? We don't know. 4 card in the first 48 hours. Space pirate card game you ever need. Gameplay here. There's a solo mode here. Each player must have their own rated deck. Okay. Are they all different decks? Grayskull's rated deck. Yes, there is. Reapers, Revenants, Claws of Doom, Jolly Dodgers. Is it? I'm a bit confused. Is it the same cards? Revenant, Latrine. Revenant, Latrine. I'm a bit confused. Is it the same cards in each? Surely not. I better at scoring creds. Yeah, it sounds like surely the cards are totally different. So if you're getting solo, you probably could get different ones. Killer Clowns, eh? There's a booster dice box. Okay. Right. I'll be curious to ask if is every faction soloable on that one. Co-op mode. I mean, there's a co-op mode. I'm sure there are. These are card types. Kind of reminds me that the artwork's slightly like the Dungeon & Dragons, but not as, to me, not as bright and in your face with it. There's some deck building. So it's pretty much deck might include more than 4 copies of any card. Yeah, so it's one of those sort of games. Okay. Yeah, shipping right there. Alrighty, let's go next one. Very good. We've got Invincible, the card game, a complete standalone game that can be combined with Astro Knights. So this is done by the same guys that did do Aeon's End and Astro Knights. It's doing really well, 76,000. Apparently fully compatible with Astro Knights, so it's just like a spin-off of it. So if you have Astro Knights, I'm not sure if you're going to see too much different here. Just the IP itself, which is good for them to get the IP. $50 for the starter pack. $90 for the Invincible bundle, 120 with mats, 135 with everything new. Gameplay bundle, so that gives you some astronaut stuff with it, 150. That doesn't seem too bad pricing. To me, anyway. Everything bundle. It's a new expedition, more Afterburn Invention cards. So if you play Aeon or Astronauts, I assume it's obviously going to be very similar to Astronauts, play to be compatible. Then you got like a hero. You can play with 2 heroes. If you're solo, you can play with 2 heroes. Generally, that's what I think you'd have to do. And yeah, it's like a deck building game. You have a market to buy from, and you got to protect a town at the same time as defeating a nemesis. Aeon's Edge is one of my favorite games of all time. Different types of things here. How to play. Whoa. I'll have to zoom in on that sort of stuff. A few playthroughs here. Expedition mode is like which I like it with Aeon's End. Some of the couple of lighter expansions have an expedition mode where you go through a few scenarios and then you build up your market more each time. Like you buy things for the market next time to be available. Pretty cool. But I guess it's Astronauts if you want the IP for Invincible. I'm not sure if it's adding anything new. Shipping's doing something apparently. That's it. Alrighty. Next I've got is Cloudspire. Harbinger. I believe this is it says here final campaign, their final expansion for this ambitious game. As a side note with an asterisk, I had purchased the original from the original campaign, this game for solo only. There's definitely a solo mode. It's definitely well thought out. A lot of a lot of rules for the AI, which I've found a bit hard for myself to digest. But I respect how much time they must have put into that AI. It's kind of like a tower defense MOBA type game. It's really unique when it came out. And I think it's really worth giving a go. I'm sure a lot of people love this, and especially if you do have solo with a bit of player versus player stuff, this will be great up your alley. You can do both with this game. There's a solo mode and a PvP mode. So it's probably more for those sort of people to get the most out of the game. Wonderful players. As it says here, MOBA theme, strategy, solo cooperative, free bonus bounty, the final campaign, making that clear. I imagine you can get everything too. It's got really nice mats, like with Too Many Bones playing map, but just everywhere. The mats look like the quality is fantastic. You get like your little town that you build up. I was really keen for it. I love 4X type style type games or tower defense style type games. And it really ticks those boxes. Just a bit much for me solo wise, but some people would really love this. It's got some high ratings on BGG. I definitely understand it. Yeah, 8.2. Right, so I loves it from 2019. Yeah, and it's Chip Theory games. They've got plenty of great games. Epic conclusion. Apparently, there's a 20 strong deck. 20 strong Cloudspire deck ports the game's tied to make into Chip Theory games. So there is a 20 strong deck you can get on this as well. Very cool. So if you're into 20 strong, maybe you can just pick that up. Where we go here. So this is the new factions. And I love their chip style. Like it's so cool. The towns, look at how you build them up. Minis cloud storage, so you probably get a big box of store everything now, imagine. 20 strong. To a deck of cards, experience a tactical crunch of Chip Theory's acclaimed tower defense battle with a strategic resource management twist on the 20 strong system in the latest expansion to be the beloved solo card game series. Okay, so what's happening here? Minion deployment. Set chip to this. Be curious how they play it out. I've got the rulebook for it. Looks like yeah. So maybe it's still in progress. Looks like they've got the rulebook for it, which would be good to check out. $110 for just the Harbinger stuff. Classified base and new factions, 240. Strategist, they always run out pretty quick. That's if you want every other game that they release in the future, although you just have to pay for shipping. Cloudspire all in. Oh, baby, that's going to be one big lot of shipping. Pretty heavy game. But yeah, look, it's quite highly rated. A lot of add-ons you can get with this. The artwork's I think the artwork's quite fantastic. There's a bit of a story with it too, I think. Shipping. Alrighty, let's keep going. Next, I've got Restart. Travel back in time to change humanity's future in this competitive and tactical board game. Apparently, there's a solo mode though. Just funded. 9 backers, 1 to 4 players. T Totem Game Studio, second created. Where we got €53 for Quantum, €70 for Horror, 129 for Kronos. Okay. Geez, that looks kind of cool. That player mat looks like there. Journey through time, yes. 4 different game modes. So I guess one of them is solo mode. Or unfold your mind board. Assemble its pieces to fit your seat and table. Easily manage your event and gadget cards. Okay, how to play. Child cells through space time to create new chain events. Research the pandemic virus and find the cure by rolling dice. Okay. Influence senators, investigators. So is it a bit of, is there like a few mini games in this? Might be a bit hard to, looks like a mini game here. There's like a card game here. Investigate human infertility, mark your land to protect. There's a bit going on in this. There's a video overview. What's in the box? Chain cards. Solo player aid. There's a rule book which you can visit. That's great. It's a live solo play by this guy. He's come up in a couple of things now. Tabletop simulator. That's always great to have on a campaign. A demo level or something like that is always great. Yeah. Still, I mean, I did flick over it really quick, to be honest, and there's videos there. Doesn't give me a great picture of how it really plays. There's a lot going on. But looks fancy, put it that way. It looks like there's effort put in. Definitely. I am intrigued. I need to check out those videos, obviously. It's a lot of Wipe Back Now stuff. Reviews and previews. That's what I've got to check out, I think. Ones that actually show a bit of playthrough would be great. And I need to check those out. And there's some shipping down here. Okay, all in Euro dollars. Okay, next I've got is Bad Karmas and the Curse of Cthulhu by Teberu. I wonder if is that meant to be using their Teberu board game system? It's meant to be like electronic board game system from them, I think, if I remember. The bad guys return with a full reprint and a new standalone expansion. So it's an old game. Battle against giant AI-driven monsters in the dynamic, immersive co-op boss battle for 1 to 5 players. Boss battle at the back again. Definitely well funded. So good for them. Excellent. 1 to 5 players, as I said. 260 euro. Oh my god. Oh, that's with the Teberu. Yeah, so it is using like their Teberu board, which is like some like electronic automated board thing. Assuming that's what's going to happen here. Yep, typical Cthulhu stuff. What is Teberu? Learn more so you can click here. Future of board games. Powered by Teberu Games is that seamlessly integrates the physical and digital worlds. So it's up to you if you like that kind of stuff. Maybe, hopefully it's not, I've never played on a Teberu board, but hopefully it's not as clunky as, say, using an app. Like, for example, with like Hero Quest. You know, I don't mind it. Use the app, but it kind of feels a little bit more video game than board games. You're constantly looking at the app. Do things well. Hopefully, this is a bit more integrated where you look like you're physically moving the pieces, and the Teberu system takes care of things for you instead of having to plug it in. I don't know. It'd be good to know. 260 euro for collector pledge, 75 euro for that, but you don't get the Teberu. Doesn't include Teberu required to play. Doesn't include the Teberu Hello required to play. Oh Jesus! Be careful not to pledge that if you don't have it. That's a bit dangerous. I guess that's why that one's first. Very dear, of course, but you know it's electric integrated. If it's funding, then obviously people are keen on it. Different add-ons, different type of pledges. Stretch goals, of course, how to play. All players work together to play in that turn order. All right, so it is on your phone. Okay. So not as hands-free from electronics as I thought it might be. Controller device to choose which skill to use. Okay, I guess it's the same as like looking through your cards. Board. Each hero suffers from their own personal curse. It's battler game mode, skirmish mode, Eldritch challenge, blah blah blah. Yeah. We already know that stuff from other games. Heroes. This is going to go on forever. There's a lot of stuff in this campaign page. Previews. So it's well funded, well like, put together, like a lot of information, a lot of effort put in this page, definitely. So Tebu, what is Tebu again? You can go down here. Shipping and timeline, shipping and taxes. Yeah. I mean, Australia, I guess there's the rest of the world, which is going to be quite dear. Not for me, unfortunately, for that in terms of shipping. All right, let's go. Best season, next one. So this one's just funded. 1 to 5 players compete to organize and host the most memorable musical festival in a Europe-style ball game. That's kind of cool. Something slightly different. What are we from Mexico here? This one, Mexican dollars. So got 20 Mexican dollars for in your honor. 1,400 Mexican dollars. I don't know what the conversion is either, is here. So it's about 70 US. I wanted it all. Living on a prayer. Okay, so how's it kind of work? Fest season's approaching. Different pledge levels. What is in the boxes we get? Some player aids, some heaps of tokens, stage tiles. So you set up the stage and everything too. Definitely different main board. Looks definitely interesting. Mixed tape box. There's unboxings. Prototype play. Player's turn. Take an action by moving one of the 3 action faders. That's kind of cool, like a soundboard. Get the fader's benefit if any available. Perform one of the 2 actions corresponding to selected action fader. Mm-hmm. If the action fader reaches the last step, it triggers a refresh action, main action. That toilet. Players cost above the genre's volume. Very interesting. I reckon that's something that's I like that. I like how they're aiming for here. I said, I've been known to say that Euros aren't quite my thing, but I like how they've set up here for this. It's very intriguing. Plenty of reviews. There's a bit of a why back now here. The timeline of when they're going to deliver things and shipping. Very nice. Next one. Got a Springsign. Councils build a town together, but in the end, only one can be mayor. It's close to funding it in there. The end games they're first created. Core pledge is $45, deluxe is 75. All bird is 115, town cards is 275, and the early bird, not sure that's what that is. No. Spring found $400. 1 to 6 players is what it looks like. Okay. Highlights asymmetric player boards. Very cool. Imagine that's the same for solo. This is not a cooperative game, so solo must have its own like AI bot or beat score, I imagine. Does it mention anything about solo? Must have already gone past it. Definitely said 1 to 5, I'm pretty sure. Gameplay. Choose your play board. Each of the card in town reduces new resources. Hire settlers. Take actions. Place with this card goes there, and then you get the resources there or something. Kind of Euro-ish. Card draw with Euro styles. Voting. Solomon, here we go. Gameplay top with a few simple rules tweaks. In addition, normal troublemaker activity, anarchy gains popular every time a settler leaves town. This makes solo mode a race against time. Yeah, that's against time. Yeah. That makes it a bit better than just beat your own score. We're still polishing solo mode, so if you'd like to help test, excellent. So if you're interested, head to their Discord for sure. Help them develop as best as it can be. Playthroughs a few videos here, which is great. Hungry Game's got his hands on it. We got shipping down here. All right, next. Delivery Witches. Funded 483 backers, 488 backers. Wonderful players coming from Undigitals there, but also first created, so they're doing well. $40 for this retail edition, €40, sorry, €65 for deluxe, €100 for collectors. What we got here? Saw this guys fly against environmental dangers and earn coins by delivering packages to the townsfolk. So it's a pick-up delivery witch game. Okay, 3 levels of things, single player mode. Let's go to a set of cards. We talked about pledge tiers, free backer expansion. We get stretch goals here, how to play. Move around the island, prepare your plan to pick up deliveries. Main task is delivery, which completed, and you'll earn experience and coins. Get ahead the other witches by upgrading your delivery skills with your broomstick. Okay, so upgrades, excellent. Sounded right to me. Even if you only witch your encounter, you must prove you're the best. Shuffle and use the single player cards to place everything and get ready to start delivering patches. Usually, you must get as much points as you can in 9 turns. So another time, get the score within time, and also try to beat your own scores. All right. I like a hat. Playing on Tabletop Simulator. Cool. Let's go to shipping. Right down here. Okay, let's keep going. Above and below haunted. By Red Raven Games. I'm not sure. Is this related to like the near and far stuff? It is. I could be way wrong with that. Village and Haunted Marshland explore the watery caves below in this standalone sequel to Above and Below. So you don't need the previous one, I guess. Okay. Red Raven Games. Standalone sequel to Above and Below. Blah, blah, blah. Build a village and Haunted Village. You said that. Explore the sunken caves. So what do? You roll dice for this. Read from a storybook and make intriguing choices. Okay, yeah, we got pictures of dice. That's great. Where's like the stuff? There's the pledges. 110 for the campaign combo. Companion collection, $220. Piece of different add-ons. You get foreteller with it. New buildings, pearls, new harvest action. Okay, includes a free stretch goal box. And there's foreteller, as I said, the team missing challenges. Does it say anything? We've already gone past it. Solo mode. Question mark. Okay. So does that mean solo mode in the treasure chest thing only? Don't know. Rado's done a playthrough. I think it's Meg. Is that her name? Megsy or something like that? I could be way wrong with that. Busy lately. It's Earth friendly. Shipping details. All right. Keep going. Harakiri. Blades of Honor reprint plus Souls of Yomi. 300% funded. Needed a lot of funding too, and it's done really well. It's a miniatures game. Wonderful players, exploration, fantasy, RPG. You think they'd be up my alley, but I just don't know much about this. I've heard of it. I think it's very, is it open world style? And then you go into like a dungeon each time? You don't know. Set in mystical feudal Japan. Act 1, Act 2. I have definitely heard of this game. It's big miniatures game. Yep, miniatures, of course. They'll promote that first. Because that's what, people want to get for this one. 30 custom dice. They do look kind of cool. 850 plus cards. That's a lot of cards. Ooh. So do you roll for their... Right. So do you roll for what kind of action they do? Infect adjacent. Move up to 2 to evil tongue towards enemy. So it's like the steps. They defect if they're adjacent to someone they're affected. Otherwise, they move up to 2 and do this evil tongue. Otherwise, they move towards the enemy. Cool. 24 AI boards. Side tiles. Shinigami. Okay. It does definitely look cool. Rewards. €299 for the new Kami pledge. €89 for just the Souls of Yomi. 149 at the base, I guess. 449. Quite dear stuff, but it looks like there's a lot of miniatures in that stuff. Miniatures are dear. You get Sundrop miniatures, customized insert, shipping. Down here. All right, let's keep moving. What have we got here? Mini Rails, Road to Eltenberg. It's just funded. Ninth created, Moitis game design. Was that 35 US for Mini Rails? 60 US rails in the box, 70 US rails and Express. There's 2 different games there, etc. 1 to 5 players. Single player rule added. Okay. How to play, draw. Every choice matters. Grab a train able to kick off your turn. Will you snatch the first pick of a prime position next round, or choose last to dictate who pays their taxes? Ooh, okay. There's tactics in that. Buy shares, build tracks, scoring. Seems simple enough. One of those like simple games, but hard to master, which is a nice sweet spot if it does hit that. Map tiles, you get some meeples. Yeah, they said there was a soul mode added or something. Doesn't say much about the soul mode, does it? Kickstarter, previous playthroughs, review. I'm not sure if any of those were solo showing off. So they're shipping. There's nothing mentioned about solo, like how it works. So a bit might be in the videos, maybe. Next, I've got Echo of the Predator. It's funded with 107 backers. Run, the alien is hunting you. An electronic, audibly narrated survival horror game following 3 cargo starship crew members working together to escape death. 29th created. He's busy. Empty game board. Echo of the Predator, no speakers. Speakers included. So it's like an electronic game, is it? That's unique. The video there, 26 rooms. Multiple endings, no moving pieces of cards, 200 plus sound, but that's pretty cool, actually. It's like an old style, like make your own soundboard thing that's really good, which I was never any good at. So a lot of respect for making that. That's pretty cool. Each turn, the character will have an option to move. Have the option to act. You can choose from hide, arm, distract, search, special, or nothing. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of little actions you can do in each one. A couple of videos here. The characters that are in it. Epilepsy warning, because probably the lights that come off. Where's this money going? Why Kickstarter? Cool. Alrighty. Next one I got is Cognizant. Cognizant. 70 backers needs a lot more help to get through. Tactical cooperative roguelike deck builder for 1 to 2 players. Mythic Foundry. They're first created. Cadets Pledge. Bluebird Special. Lieutenant's Pledge. During adventure set in a futuristic world blends strategic thinking, roguelike elements, and deck building mechanics. Asymmetric characters. Action cards. Cycle dice-based damage. Objectives. Enemy actions. So is it? It's kind of deck building dungeon crawl. Choose one of 4 asymmetric echoes. Okay. Unlock powerful upgrades. Yeah. Okay, so that's the characters. Plenty of stuff on the characters. Yes, we know that. Components. What do you get in the pledges? Fair enough. There's the rulebook. What do you get again? In picture form. Expansion. Another expansion. How's the game actually play? I think that's what you're missing. Like a video or something about how to play. Choose one of 4. You unlock your upgrades. Traverse a unique world. Okay. I think this was still loading when I went past it. That's a bit interesting. Engage in strategic combat. Right. Okay. Now I've got a bit more idea what's going on. Oh, so it's kind of like a roguelike map here. Then you go zoom in on like a strategic combat. Okay. Yeah, right. There's a bit going on in that. Interesting. Right. Next, I've got is of the in terms of Kickstarter and Gamefound and Backerkit, which Backerkit hasn't had much lately. Is Roll and Reanimate 30 backers. So it's funded. Game for 1 to 99 warm bodies. The 27th game. It's $4. Roll dice and hope to score as many as possible. Hope to score as many as possible to attach and link of the various body parts that Igor has scavenged. Okay. Right. So there's videos here you can link to, meet the team, previous projects that they've done. Shows a bit of a track record, and that's all they've got on the page. Pretty light on page there. It's a cheap game, I guess, too. Okay. Let's go to the crowd sales. So there's a few that have come up this week. And there's a few I've already talked about, but the ones I haven't talked about, I think it's Crypt Crawler, Denizens. So I've got them up here. So Crypt Crawler, I think it's done by Gamecrafter, yes, who's done a lot of like Iron Helm playthroughs. If you want to check him out, yeah, they're pretty cool to watch. Like he runs through that whole game. I think 10 Realm he might have played through as well. He's created his own game, which is great. Crypt Crawler is a thrilling dungeon crawling adventure game that fits in the mint tin. So fantastic. There's a video here of him playing it. The story, it's a solo mint tin dungeon crawler where you and adventurer explore a dark dungeon with only your lantern to light the way. You battle enemies, collect soul fragments, combine them at soul shrines. And so far it's sold over 8. Which is good news. Does it say how much is left? 7 days left. So you can save a lot of money on that. So normally $34. You can get it for soon, $22. Why buy this? The dynamic enemy system, dungeon maps. It's only just a solo game, and these are the components. What it looks like on the table, which is a very nice shot, actually. It's got his own playmat with it, too. Is there any more shots here? There's them in tin. Okay, so you choose a character, looks at things. There's like the dungeon. Looks like there's probably, colors mean various things. Could be events or could be like the hardness of an enemy, maybe. Cool. Alrighty. Next one I've got is Denizens, the Hero World by Joe Clipful, Mythfield Games. Join the greatest battles in the history of Lawhelm. Okay, so 13 days to go. It's sold 30 plus. So we have a discount at $23. I think Joe Clipful is the one that did. I'll go grab it. It is. Yes, it is. Same guy that did Dragons of Elphinstone. So it's that same guy. That's a pretty big game. In fact, Chip Theory Games is about to relaunch that, I think. And for 1 to 2 players in it, you'll play out the most prominent battles in the hero war. Take control of a faction. Choose a strategy wisely. Be ready to adapt as opportunities arise. Just only 18 cards. That's one of those 18 card challenge games. You turn cards over in different positions everywhere. Oh my god. Multiple paths to victory. Claim enough location with enough margin of victory to win using traditional victory point conditions, or recruit enough cards from your opponent to force them to lose due to morale. Yep, there's deck building. Pacing is key. Solo mode included. Face off against the bot using easy to run AI flowchart. So perhaps more of a 2-player game, but that's, it's great that there's an AI ability. Full disclosure, I think the solo mode is good. It is challenging. It allows you to explore the nuances of 2-factor strategy, but I would not necessarily recommend this game if you're probably playing for things. So that's nice of him to say that. He's saying that, look, I've made this solo if you want to play it solo, but the best challenge is with a 2-player. That's, that's fine. It's great that he does that. Cool. That looks interesting. And I think this is my last one for the week, or maybe there's another one. Cybervoid, the Cyberpunk deck building game. It's sold 1. It needs a bit of help. It's like key features right, mechanic trigger rights to disrupt your enemy's plans, hero and augmentation, unique gameplay. Cyberpunk deck building game. Build your deck, augment heroines, and surge assassins to claim victory. This is what it looks like on the table. Factions, deck building, health experience and points, main phase, damage phase, end phase. Different types. This looks kind of ambitious. 1 to 4 players. I'm not sure how solo works. Oh, here we go. Solo play protocol. So you can download that to have a read of it, how that works. Very nice. And what have I got here? This must be the last one. Legends Unleash the Horde Army Starter Pack. This picture's missing here. I'm not sure what's happening there. With a lot of Legends Unleash the Horde Army in this game, you'll collect and play the Horde Army against the tyrannical Monarch Army. In this game, you'll lay down your characters and place attacks, shields, or health on them. He hasn't sold any yet, but I'm sure some people might be interested if they probably show off a few more things here. There is a video there though, which might be handy. 1 to 6 players. 54 card game. Okay. That's it for the week, guys. Still plenty to look at there. Let me know of the ones that you're interested for the week. Please subscribe if you're interested in seeing this. I do this every week. I'm a day late today, but I do this every week. I also do the odd playthrough of games when I get time with my little bub. It's a bit hard this year, but hopefully I get to do more soon. Anyway, Solis, crush your game first. Play solo.